Let me know. Oh, there it is. Do you got video? Do you got video, Luke?
Think so. Hold on.
Okay. There he
hear me?
is. What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? You're in Arizona, right?
I am. I'm still in the best clown show on earth, Maricopa
Oh,
County.
it's a clown show, ain't it? It's a complete clown
No,
show.
it's a shit
I know
show.
you.
Let me
I
tell
know
you.
you don't support Kerry Lake for whatever reason, but you know,
I have my reasons. I have my
I know you
reasons.
have your reasons. I saw you get kicked out of that rally, but you know, she's a hardcore what Republican. She's
Who
a
knows what?
pro-Trumper.
Anyway,
How's the border wall looking down there?
I was so it's weird. I took a ride down there yesterday.
Yeah.
And my buddy Gary Snyder, who's running for LD 25 down in Yuma, um, that's a big issue. So I met him yesterday. They were having an event down there at one of the restaurants.
Yeah.
And just so happens that we were at, it was only about 20 minutes from the border wall. So I just decided to go down there and just take a look at it. And as you know,
What point? What checkpoint?
Yuma. So Yuma
Yuma.
checkpoint, section B. So there's a lot of different ways to get to access that border wall.
Yeah.
And it's it's weird because when I was down there, it did not look that secure in 2020. When I was down there,
Secure? You said it's secure.
it was actually literally
Come
like
on, Luke.
when I was down there yesterday, there were no border agents down there. There was nothing going on.
Yeah, no shit, there's no border agents, dude. It's a free-for-all, man.
But the thing is, it was secure. It was it was more secure than it was when I was there in
Maybe at
2020.
that checkpoint, but if you see what's going on right now, I've watched different videos, not only on YouTube, but Rumble and videos where they don't censor your stuff. Dude, there's a straight flood. Like people are flooding this border like it's insane.
But that's not the
I
only
mean, if you
border we
you're
have.
seeing what's going on in New York, right? They're kicking
What's
the
going on?
regular kids out of class and
Oh
they're
yeah,
and
it's
they're moving
insane.
in migrants.
Oh, it's insane.
It's fucking nonsense, dude. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. And you
So
know, I understand like people they're looking for a better life and shit, but you have to do it the right way. You have to come legal. I mean, what do you think?
we right now we have to do what Brian Mache was doing when he was running for governor in 2021, 2022. Invoke Article 1, Section 10, send the Air and Army National Guard down to the southern border and form
I
a
agree.
uniform militia to help secure the border. But the thing is, Yuma, as we all know, is not the only border town across the state. The border wall
Yeah.
that stretches across Arizona to Mexico is 374 miles long, and we have 15 border towns across this state. I've covered them all. So what we're seeing on
Which
TV
one's the worst one you think?
right now, I have to say Lukeville.
Really?
I'm gonna say Lukeville for sure, and I honestly, I would even say the asshole of our state. It's probably the second because they're getting hit pretty hard too.
What's that? The fucking donkey's
Yeah,
asshole? Fucking
yeah, Tucson.
Tucson, Arizona. Oh man. Dude, so it's such a big problem though, guys. And it really is. So they got human smuggling, which is like at an all-time record high. The drugs that are just killing this nation. That's the number one death. It's the number one thing for death, right? The drugs
It's the
pouring
number
across
one
the border.
thing.
Yeah,
And another thing that
it's
nobody's
an
talking
epidemic.
about, this is all being done intentionally as well. There is a project going on at Mesa Gateway Airport. It's called Skybridge. I think I've told
Yeah.
you about this before.
Okay.
Um, I actually have the 82-page dossier on it, and it's so weird. It just so happens that the people that are in on it A few of them actually got selected in this last election. Janet Napolitano, we have Doug Ducey, Doug Roscoe, Marco Lopez, Carlos Slim, Carlos Salinas. It goes deep. And they're going to be using unmarked trucks, planes, and shipping containers to smuggle humans and
Yeah.
drugs into this. It's
It's already
so bad.
happening, no, Luke. Luke, it's already happening. Dude, I don't know if I've shown you, dude. So there's a police station right down the block from my house, less than a mile. They were living inside the police stations and outside the police stations and all around the police station. You couldn't even get into the police station if you had to like file or whatever, or talk to someone or whatever. They were straight up just living in them, and this was going on across the city, and it still is today.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
dude, Chicago, it's insane what's going on, and across the whole country, it's insane. I mean, what do you? I don't know. It's so Texas is getting all of these illegal immigrants, and they're sending them on buses or any way they can, all to all these different states, and they're making us deal with the repercussions because they don't have anything. You know what I mean, dude? It's such a big problem. It really is. It's a huge fucking problem. And the tax guy, the guy that's working for a living, that he's the one getting fucked in the end.
Well, you guys got that clown of a mayor up there too.
Oh God. Fucking Brandon Johnson and Fat Boy Pritzker. Oh,
Oh my God, Bubble Boy,
they're bad,
Fat Fuck.
man. I think Kim Fox is resigning though.
Well, and it's funny, we're doing it too. So, um, Communist Hobbs never ended the buses. So everything Mark Lamb actually said about, I see this every day. So what they're doing is even in our state, because I see this all the time. So
Yeah.
what they're doing is when they come across the border, they're being put on these coach buses or these
Mhm.
big, lines.
Yeah.
Well, then what happens is they drop them off at Sky Harbor, and they're given a cell phone with a charger, and they're given it's called an access card, and it says PHX on it,
Yeah.
and that gets you through security. And
Really.
they're also given money as well.
They're giving money. I've heard
Yep.
that. I've heard they're giving money. And get this, I don't know if this is true or not, but I also heard that they're going through a course of schooling that is teaching them to be, you know, woke or think or vote for Biden for giving them the pass to come in, which is gonna get thousands, if not millions of votes for him. So dude, there's a reason this is going on. You know that, right? There's a reason
It's
this is going on.
it's
What
being
what,
done
what, do,
by
what do you think
design.
the reason is, Luke?
I think it's by design. I think I think it all comes down to I think I think the West is falling. I think that's part of what it
Yeah.
is. You obviously see what has been going on in Western Europe. Britain's pretty
Oh
much
yeah,
gone.
it's a shit show.
It's a shit show. So I think the West, honestly, I think the West is just falling. And
Oh,
I think they're doing it on purpose.
yes, sir.
And
So do I.
obviously we know 2030 is going to happen before 2032. It's going to happen well before then. So
Yeah,
we're
I've heard
fucked.
about that. Did you ever look into WEF?
I know about, yeah, World Economic Forum. Yeah,
Oh man, that
it's
guy
bad.
should be fucking. I don't even. I mean, we could get into that another day, but that guy, that's bad. It's bad. And these are the guys that are flying on the biggest fucking planes in the world, telling us, um, we got to conserve energy, and you can't drive a fucking a car with a motor in it that takes gasoline, dude. Your one trip on your plane is a lifetime of me driving fucking around. You know what
That's
I
what
mean?
it is.
It's
It
ridiculous,
is.
man.
It's a
It's
joke.
and the people, you know what the biggest joke is? The people that listen to it, dude. And they fucking it's like they're brainwashed. It's like they're fucking it's like when COVID happened. You remember.
Oh,
It's like
fuck.
people are fucking just people don't want to have their own opinion. They want to be fucking they just want to I don't know. They want to be told what to do or something. It's a weird deal. It's a weird thing we got going on, man.
No,
Weird.
it's only going to get worse. 2024, as we know, the DNC is in Chicago this year. It's going to be a shit show. Um,
Yeah.
and
Did you watch
it's
Trump's town hall the other day?
I haven't had time to really do much. I mean, I've just been working and just trying to get everything. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get my
Who,
life
who
under
you who you
control.
supporting now?
Right now, I don't really give a shit because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I think it's all.
You
Yeah, I
really,
think
come on, Luke. Luke. You really don't think it doesn't matter? You don't think
to
there's a
be honest,
difference between if Biden's in there, if Trump's in there?
I honestly the Freemasons control everything. I mean, it doesn't really the elections, the selections, it's all BS. I mean, look what happened in Illinois. You
Yeah,
know,
but
look at
but
Chicago. Not
I
one
know.
the only union that's endorsed that clown you have up there is the Chicago's teachers union. And you mean to tell me that he won when everybody in that city was going for Paul Vallis? How does that make
Yeah,
sense?
I remember that day too. I remember that day. And
And
who
another
was the one
thing,
running in go on. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
so I was just going to say, so in Arizona, I was at the Board of Supervisors meeting the day before yesterday. And the guy that Trump endorsed for AZ GOP chair, his name is Jeff DeWitt. We call him dipshit DeWitt. One of the LDs told us a couple days ago, Jeff DeWitt and Marissa Hamilton, who's getting $7,000 a month from the Koch, they actually paid
Really?
off the LDs to push what's her name? Candace Zarni back in. So now it's a
Oh
mess.
shit. No shit. It's dude,
She's a liberal.
this whole country's a mess, Luke. I
And
mean,
we
look
also talk,
around.
but even at the Board of Supervisors meeting yesterday or 2 days ago, everybody's talking about the stolen elections. But the problem
Well,
is
it was stolen, dude. It was
but it,
stolen.
oh,
One, no, no,
it
no, no.
was
Hold on, man.
stolen.
I have to.
It
Let me
was
just talk
stolen.
for a second, Luke. Let me
Okay.
talk for a second. All right, so I'm gonna tell you why in my personal opinion, I think it was taken away. One, they knew about the Hunter laptop story, right? And they suppressed it, and it's been proven that the FBI told Twitter before Elon Musk owned it, and Facebook and other big platforms to take down information involving Hunter's laptop, which would have changed people's minds in the voting machines. And what was the other one? Oh, the votes in Michigan. Was it Michigan or whatever that fucking shot up like this? And dude, I mean, are you aware of all this?
I'm aware of it because I saw it in Arizona, but it was also
Yeah,
done. It was done also on the state local level. So when
yeah.
the campaign I was part of, and we were stolen from in the primary, it was done by the state too. Kelly Ward and all these other people were part of it too. So what we did is we created a solution to the problem, which is HB 2289. One day, one vote on paper, no mail-in, no absentee ballots, single precinct level voting,
That's how
election
it should
results by
be.
9 o'clock.
That's how it
But
should
the
be.
thing is, not one single Carrie Lakeland helped support it. We even asked her and her team to use her base and her platform to push it. She refused. We asked
Yeah.
in the three people that supported it, the guy that sponsored the bill, John Fillmore, he was primaried in the 2022 election. And then Kelly Townsend and Walt Blackman were also primaried. So,
It's
and I
fucking
said this at the
crazy.
meeting 2 days ago, we had the solution. And I even said, let's also not forget everybody's complaining about DeWitt. And now there's a petition to fire Jeff DeWitt. And I said to people, listen, let's not forget, it was Trump and Carrie Lake and Jacqueline Parker and TPUSA and all these other people. They endorsed DeWitt. So it's just like, if we're not going to get the right people in to create solutions to the problem, at least tell us we're just going to keep playing the same game over and over and over again.
It's the same game over and over and over again. And it's politics. But
It's a
it
circus.
affects no. It does. I mean, I used to think I used to think for a while that the president didn't have that much power, but he does have a pretty good amount of power. You know, even when it comes down to energy, when it comes down to, I mean, do you think we'd be fucking in inflation right now, fucking going to the grocery store and having a fucking, I can't even get 7 things for $100? Do you think that would be happening for fucking 5, 6 years ago? I mean,
Oh
who
no, I mean,
knows?
I agree that the
I doubt
economy
it.
now it's fucked. I mean, the
It's
economy is so
fucked.
bad right now.
And all these wars going on. I mean, and in the southern border, and it's just there's so much shit you could even name. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I do kind of feel bad for the people coming across. You know, I have a heart. You know, they're probably looking for a better life.
His reception must.
Can you hear me? Or no?
Yeah, it kind of bugged out a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
but they're
you're
probably
good.
looking for a better life or whatever. But you know, it's we have homeless people on the street too, man. And we have problems with ourselves. Their government should be taking care of them. Their government's corrupt as hell, though. Mexico's government's corrupt as hell, though, bro. You
Well,
know
you know, it's
that.
weird when I was down there. Well, when I
In
was
Mexico?
down there in 2020, when we were there in 2020, when you know when we walked across with no problem, but
Yeah,
when we came across those
yeah.
12 Cuban migrants, they even told us that their own government is even saying that they'll be given asylum once they come across the U.S. Mexico border. Well, even at the time, we weren't even given. They stopped the asylum policy because COVID, so they had to freeze all that. So their own government is even not obviously our government is no better, but their government too
Their
is
government's just pushing their
even pushing
people.
the
They're pushing
propaganda.
their people into our country. It's pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're
Yeah,
being told by their own government and their own media, because obviously, as we know, their media is all state control media. So
yeah.
they just take whatever
Sounds
they're told,
familiar.
and it's insane. You know,
Yeah.
it's getting like that here. Like you look at the media outlets here. I mean, Fox is
Oh,
kind of
don't get
leaning
me
that way.
started. Don't get me started. What, like, who do you listen to as far as news goes?
Right now, I don't really trust a whole lot of them right now. But if
I
I was
don't
gonna
trust
pick
any of them.
somebody,
I
I
don't
would
really trust any of
I
them.
would honestly I would go. I don't trust any of them. But if I had to pick one guy to take maybe 15 minutes to kind of hear his opinion, I would go with Joe Rogan. That's my personal take.
He's neutral, but like, yeah, yeah, no, I know. He's all right, but you know, I like getting a bunch of information from the outside because I already know what CNN's gonna be pushing and Fox is gonna be pushing. I like to hear from different outside people and go on
That's what I
channels
like to
that,
do too.
yeah, like Rumble is a good one if you want to
And the
like
thing is
get independent journalists.
Joe Rogan is so big. And Joe Rogan is so big. And the problem is UFC is being as big as it is. And now with that whole merger between WWE and UFC, it's hard to, he's all over the place. But, like my friend just said here, he's compromised. So, like, that's why I'm saying I don't know who to trust. I don't know really who to even listen to. I
I
mean, do I
know.
even trust Tucker Carlson? Not necessarily.
Well, he's got a
So
good
I don't
message.
know. It's
He's got a
hard.
good message, but I don't think you could trust any of them. I mean, Tucker Carlson's got a good message, but what about your boy Piers Morgan?
I
He's
don't
a
know. Sandra,
fucking
what do you think of Piers Morgan? Piers Morgan is bad. He's a
yeah. He
liberal.
is he is liberal. He acts like he's for free speech. I don't think he is. He's a yeah. He's a piece of shit. I think. Um,
He's the British guy. He's the real tool with
he's
the
the
British
fucking
platform.
England fucking guy who interrupts everybody. Can't stand that fuck.
They're all
But
bought.
yeah, but we got our own problems going on here, man. What was the border like when you were down there yesterday? I know I just asked you this,
I was
but
down there like what 9? It was a little after 9.
you said it looks secured,
Um,
huh? Are you planning on going back?
we'll see. It's just weird the whole situation of why I was down there,
Would you go
but
down
like
there
I
for?
said, my buddy Gary's running
Just to
for
get
elder.
footage or
I had a, I took somebody down there.
God, what are you
Well,
doing?
I didn't say coming to the border, but I'm just doing the
Going
same
to
old
the
bullshit,
border?
Ubering and shit.
Oh, really?
Well, no, I took her Fortuna Foothills or something. It's right outside of downtown Yuma.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to
my
get,
buddy Gary,
yeah, I don't want to get anyone like any ideas, but you know the people, so they got the coyotes, they're taking the people across the border to America, and then they have Americans picking them up and driving them to a safe house. You know how much money they're getting? I think
oh
it's
yeah,
like a couple thousand per head just for one
yeah, I was
ride.
down. You know, what's
I've been
funny is
watching a
I
lot
was
of
down
footage
there.
and interviews on this kind of stuff, man.
Mhm.
It's interesting.
Yep, 100%. I was down in Nogales 2 years ago, or 2021, 2.5 years ago, because it was like summer. It was sometime around this year. And when I was down there, I even talked to the people that work down there,
Yeah.
and I asked them, "Do you know Brian Mache?" And like, yeah, we know Mache and all that. You know, we're talking. And so there's kind of like an abandoned shell station, right, like you go kind of next street over. You can actually see everything going on, and you can actually see the trucks just being waved in. They're not even being vetted. And I actually saw an unmarked truck picking up a migrant, and what they're doing is they're taking these migrants. Well, this is what they were doing at the time. Is there's an old abandoned Mexican church off of Grand Avenue in downtown Phoenix, and they're taking them there. And then they're saying, "Come pick up your fucking migrant." They're making a
Uh,
lot of money off this
they're
shit.
making so much money, and you gotta wonder why. I mean, there's probably several reasons why they're letting it happen. Votes, someone's getting money. You gotta follow money. But I wonder what happens when those people get to the church, though. Can Arizona Police Department do anything about that? Can the
They're in on
FBI
it.
do anything about that? Are they in cahoots with fucking Biden organization too? You
They're
know,
all in on it.
they're all in
They're
on
not
it,
going to do
probably,
anything
right?
about it.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting paid too.
Oh, I'm sure. They're all in on it. They're all
Yeah,
paid.
it's man, some people might not think this is a big deal, but believe me,
It's bad.
just wait a couple of years. You think it's bad now? Wait a couple of years.
We don't even have a couple of years with the way we're going right now.
No, we don't. We
We
really
probably
don't,
won't even
man.
make it past this year if we see, and that's the thing. I keep telling everybody this year is going to be a clusterfuck.
It's gonna be bad.
And
It's gonna
history's
be
repeating itself.
crazy. Yeah, you want to be on
History's
the right side of
repeating
history at the
itself.
end of the day. You want to be on the right side of history at the end of the day. But this is going to be a crazy year, my friend.
It
With
is.
Trump, with everything going on. You know, he's running again. I watched him at the town hall. He's looking good, but they want him so bad. They want him so bad. They're willing to do whatever. Take him to court, you know, file him for fraud or for inciting a riot or whatever. They want to just it's got nothing to do with any of that. It's got to do with him not being on the ballot. And that's at the end of the day, that's a fact. They don't want him.
Well,
They don't want him on the
and
ballot.
what they're really, well, that's partially true, but there's another theory which they could be doing.
What's
So
that?
what they could be doing is they could be using this, and he is getting older. So and
So is Biden.
they are pushing for new scum. And I keep telling everybody this. The
I heard about
DNC is
that.
in Chicago this year, and the DNC has been asking your governor, that fat bubble fuck, to run as well. So what they also could be doing is they could be using this as a political strategy to wear him down. So then that way, when he's going to have to hit the debate stage at some point, he's going to be
Dude,
completely lost and confused. That's what
Newsom
they're. It's
should look at his
politics.
own state, number one. He's a good politician. I will give him that. He's sharp. He's he's quick. He's got the look. But look at his own state. Look at California. I mean, everyone fucking is leaving or is left California, and they're bringing their same ideology to fucking either Arizona, Texas. I mean, Texas is even flipping, dude. Texas is
I
going
know.
from red to fucking
It's kind of
middle.
going flat. Yeah.
It is, dude. I mean,
Austin,
that's kind of
Texas
scary as
is
well.
Austin is
Fucking
getting
Texas, out of all places, Texas. Oh my God, what is going on? It's gonna be a shit show, man. You ready for the clown show or what?
let's get out the popcorn, baby. Get your popcorn stock while
Get
it's
your
still low.
popcorn ready, folks.
It's gonna be a
Get your
shit show.
popcorn ready, dude.
And I'm honestly, it's more the presidential election to me. It's not even about the presidential election. It's more I'm like, it's more me being scared shitless for you guys up there in Chicago because
Yeah,
and my
bad.
dad said it straight up. Like my dad, he's historically a JFK Democrat. Even he said, he's like, you know what? I just hope that place just burns to the fucking ground.
It's bad, dude. The crime's horrible. The crime is out of control. The cops can't do their job. Um, it's catch and release. It's pretty much like with the
The
you know,
Unsafety Act.
yeah, it's no cash, no bail, or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, it's bad, man. They do a crime and they get out the same day. So they're
Like,
doing the carjackings. I mean, you lived here for a while, you know. The
it's
carjackings
so bad.
up by so it's we just need a clean house. We need to get rid of all these corrupt guys, man.
I don't even know if there's enough
And it's and
time,
it's
but
George Soros government funded
DAs.
people that he's putting in there. DAs, mayors. You know this. You know all this, Luke. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
telling
know.
you what
It's insane.
it is. But thank you for being on, dude.
You need to go get your FOID card or
Yeah,
find
dude.
somebody you need to get some kind of protection because it's going to be so bad up there.
I know.
And as you
It's
guys get
scary.
closer to, first of all, why the fuck do you need a stupid fight? Why the hell do you need a communist card to get a gun? Besides the point, you need to get some kind of protection because it's going to be
Should
bad up there.
be well in Chicago, you don't see it's not like Arizona. You don't see people walking around with guns besides when you're in like the hood.
95th and Cicero. I mean, beautiful areas, by the way. You go to, even
They used
South
to be.
Shore,
They
Windsor
used to be.
Park. It's all, it's all those areas. It's all the areas with the scum.
Yeah. Well, we're live, Luke, so let's calm down. But there is if you look at the map of Chicago, you could tell where most of the crime is at. But anyway,
It's pretty
it's in poverty
self-explanatory.
though. They live in poverty. That's another argument for another day. But
Yeah.
dude, Luke, I need you on here more. Okay, I need you on my podcast more because you know your politics, and I love shooting the shit with you. You know your shit when it comes to, different laws and when it comes down. You've been in the politics for game for how long?
Doing this for almost 5 years now.
Yeah, and you were helping whose campaign down in Arizona?
Multiples. I was helping Jerry Sheridan run for sheriff at the time. He's running again.
Is
And good
he?
news, Paul Penzone was forced to resign, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I was
How about
helping
Sheriff
U.S.
Joe?
Well, I think he's running for Fountain Hills mayor right now.
Is he really?
He's running for Fountain
I
Hills.
thought he was old. I thought he was out. Sheriff Joe's still in there?
And he's still kicking.
Is he
Um,
still kicking?
he's still
Oh
kicking.
God.
You have and I was campaigning for Daniel McCarthy at the time in 2020, U.S.
Yeah.
Senate. I was helping another mayoral candidate up in Sedona, Kurt Galbach. It's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
So like I've been saying though, like you know your stuff when it comes to politics. But anyway, I gotta run. I got some shit to do. But Luke,
Oh,
thank you for
you're gonna be running all right.
being on. Hey, thanks for being on, bro. This is the Name
All
Dropper Podcast coming to you live. You got any platforms you'd like to throw out there?
Not that I can think of. If I think of anything, I'll let you know later. But in LD 25 in Illinois, Heather Brown is running for state senate. So support her in any way you can.
Okay.
She's a good constitutional conservative. And obviously you got there's also a great sheriff in DuPage County. His name is Sheriff James Mendrick. Always have his back because obviously you have Naperville. They've been trying to go after him for some time now. So it's very
We
important.
just gotta tell the people. We gotta tell the folks here. Listen, go and vote. Go and vote. Go and vote. And we'll end on that. Name Dropper Podcast. Thank you for being here, Luke. I will have you on shortly. I will have you on
All right.
soon again. All right. It's been a good talk,
All right.
dude.
All right.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right. All right. Peace.
Man, crazy discussion. Crazy discussion. And you know, he's he knows politics. I know him from Arizona when I went and lived out there. Um, yeah, he's been going to the border wall for quite some time now. But listen, I feel for these people. I mean, I do. Like when I see some, I'll give them some food or whatever. I mean, I ask them, what'd you come here for? Like, they don't have a plan. Most of them don't, which is kind of sad. But I do feel for them. But there's got to be a different way. There's got to be another way because this is insanity. What's going on? Thank you for being here, Name Jar Podcast. Signing out.